Welcome back.
That's something that I think we should be saying because we haven't done a part in what seems like a long time.
Clear.
So whenever we do just drop one of these, it is pretty much a welcome return. Or at least we hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last part was about a month or two ago, or at least recording-wise. I uploaded it about a week ago.
Ben, do you copy?
So this is the room in which we were dropped off, if I'm remembering right.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lolly, when you record, you just basically check force RGB capture, right? Or whatever the hell that setting was on that.
It makes it look a little bit nicer.
Yeah, because it does look rather good quality.
The only thing that annoys me about it is that it splits every single little bit into like 3-minute parts.
You know,
there's another
I
option
think,
for that.
yeah, I think that there's an option
Every
for
4
that.
gigabytes you can untick that.
Right.
I'll do that after this. Also, I love how unconcerned they look at this point.
Well, it was bound to happen at some point. There's monsters everywhere.
Yeah, they just kind of got desensitized.
Yeah. If you're a prison guard in a place like Underhell, you've got to be ready for anything.
Yep.
Clear.
That guy had a lot of blood.
Is he alive?
Negative, Terry. Malcolm is, he's dead.
No, he just spilled his fruit punch everywhere.
Matthew, you know what to
It's more like
Squashing it.
it looked more like he was just having he smelt all the ketchup when he was eating a hot dog.
Couldn't have survived after losing all
Yeah.
that blood. Going after whatever killed
And then just
him was a
kept
waste of
pumping
time.
the ketchup thing just all everywhere as he tried to recover.
Yeah, the butcher wasn't actually killing him. He was just trying to help him open up the ketchup bottle.
Right.
Take the stairs.
This butcher seems several steps ahead if he's made it here before us.
Yep.
He doesn't even need to actually break the security doors, he just finds a way to gently bypass them.
Sure seems that way.
Ben, Terry, there's a train here. Where does it lead?
train?
So, these guys don't know about the fact that there's a transit system down here.
It would be stupid. This train is remotely handled by the Corps Commander level.
Well, the way that Terry describes it is that this place is pretty locked down.
Go up and get out that way.
So, like, even to the guards, basically only people with the highest clearance know about shit like that.
Surface down to the maintenance area. There's only a few people allowed to use
Yeah,
this
essentially it's a maintenance train, except it really seems more like a passenger train.
Hey, was that a gunshot?
It leads to the surface, but they made the heliport inside Underhell, and they wanted to make a big show and tell of dropping you off in here.
Stop it! Conserve the ammunition! Right, so, you guys just keep heading down to the generator, okay? There should be a lift nearby, according to this thing.
Ollie, what are you doing?
I was trying to see if you could actually see into that room. I don't know why I was doing that in the actual recording, though.
You see, that's the thing about Jake. He plays, you know, every shootout he's in like an FPS, and he wants to explore. He enjoys a bit of first-person platforming.
Why is it that so few games after Half-Life do first-person platforming well?
Because I actually like first-person platforming.
I hate it in most games, because, like, usually games with first-person platforming, like, take for example the recent Rise of the Triad.
Oh, I haven't played that, but I've heard bad things about a rocket jump section or two.
Oh, dude, the rocket jumping is so awful in that game. Like, I get what they were going for, but when you try and use standard unmodded from, you know, Unreal Tournament Black, Unreal Engine jumping physics, and you combine that with a rocket launcher, it's just fucking so unwieldy, I swear. I did not like it one bit.
Also, for some reason, Matthew was staring at me really awkwardly.
I've got an idea. You're not gonna like it.
His face betrays nothing of what he's thinking.
Right, just go through the maintenance
Exactly as it should be for him, because he's
Yeah.
a secret agent man.
He's a deep
Whoops.
character.
Any idea how to open
Wait.
Spoiler.
It's not really a spoiler considering we covered that in like part 3 or 4.
Oh yeah.
Because when we were in that underground complex part.
Sneaky buggers. Well, there's no need to be mad about it, Jake.
Yeah, Jake, calm down, man. It's all good. It's all good.
Funny thing is,
I bet they knew about that and were just testing Jake.
funny thing is about the button, if you don't find it, Matthew will find it for you.
Yeah, me
Find
too.
it.
Let's go.
Jake is too cool for door handles.
Get this door.
Sorry, it's a very nice mental picture, and we probably joked about it, but just the idea of him angrily booting the door open, walking up to the wall, and writing his name down with angry scribbles is like, I'm saving my data. I was here. There's no other names on that sheet. They probably just let him sign his name. Just the cheeky Jake was here.
You know, I find it funny how the hermit is the only guy who seems to notice that. He's like,
I know,
okay,
guys, what do you expect?
go ahead,
Okay, right,
write
here
your
we go.
name.
Your way should be the door.
I wonder how they're gonna do this in chapter 2.
On the opposite side where you just came
I don't know.
This,
They'll find a way, though. I'm pretty sure that the Underhell devs are competent enough for that.
Copy that, Ben.
I mean, especially
Chalkboards.
considering that this was their end result of like 5 years of work with a small team.
And luckily, the thing is, because they already have all the engine stuff down, it'll be a lot quicker, maybe like 2 or maybe even a year.
Really?
Not necessarily. I hear that they were trying to port over to a newer version of the source engine again.
Oh, then it's
That's,
gonna take a while.
There's actually a question I have. How long, like, how many chapters are they planning for this?
I think like 6.
It was 6 or 8.
6 or 8, yeah.
I'm getting it, like, this is obviously not a completely fair comparison, but I'm getting Shenmue vibes off that, because that is incredibly,
Yeah, I'm
optimistic,
pretty
not
sure that
optimistic,
Half-Life 4 will be out by the time that we get the last Underhell episode.
and then people will be making jokes about Underhell.
Well,
And
I
it'll be
just
just
hope
as
that...
tired.
Okay, I'll wait however long it takes for the end of the Underhell series to be concluded.
We're going through there to avoid detection.
As long as they don't abandon it, like so many fucking mods on ModDB.
Got it?
Guys, if you're part of the Underhell dev team, and you're somehow watching this, please don't give up on this series. Everyone wants to see the conclusion. Don't abandon the mod, please. I'm begging you.
I hate it when people abandon things.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played as much of it as you two have, but I like the characters, there's a decent atmosphere from what I have played, and I'm engrossed to find out what happens to Jake.
Yeah. Poop monsters.
I still think it's pretty interesting that this is the same guy that also voices the Hermit.
hmm
There's a lot of echo. We don't want to get noticed.
You know, it's funny. You know, voice actors tend to have a lot of range. Like, for example, Nolan North has a wide range. I tried to say variety and range at the same time. Anyway, he has a wide range of voices, but everyone just says, "Hey, do your Nathan Drake voice."
Stop moving.
He played
Yeah.
goddamn Penguin in Arkham City.
Right. Same thing with Steve Bloom. Like, they just tell him, do the Spike voice.
Whenever I think of whenever I think of the Penguin from Batman, I always think of Danny DeVito instead.
Right. You don't think of Nolan North, do you?
No, I don't.
Exactly. You know, it's sometimes, I'll bet it's pretty tough to be a voice actor when, like, you train so much to do all these different voices and everybody just said, do this one. We liked you in this, so do this one.
You know about Spec Ops: The Line, right?
Yes.
Like, I have a friend who didn't realize. Well,
The thing is,
You
were
knew
the
about
chosen
it,
one.
Wally. You just tried to find a way around it.
the thing is, dude, like, you get chased, but nothing actually comes.
Right.
Also, when that
my
happens,
friend didn't realize that was Nolan North until I pointed out, and then he couldn't stop hearing the fact that was Nolan North as Captain Walker.
What?
Anyway, go on.
Well, I thought he was doing a relatively average voice. that he usually does in games when Spec Ops Align.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was surprised when I pointed out. I was like, wait, that was Nolan North. I was like, yeah, and then he played it for a couple of seconds and went, yeah, that's fucking Nolan North. How didn't I
I
realize?
immediately recognized Nolan North. He was doing his regular voice.
I mean, that was kind of the point of the game, that he was a standard kind of video game protagonist, and then it was flipping that on its head.
Also, like,
Better or worse.
when you fall out of that slide of water, like, it hurts your leg and you can't kick, and you lose your entire inventory.
Yeah, that kind of goes back to the whole Metroidvania thing that we were talking about. Oh, you were so fucked. Or not. Juke.
That was beautiful. But you keep your playing cards, though. You can't take that away.
When I looked for the playing cards, it was after I got the wrench, went back there, beat the shit out of these guys, and you know,
The first time,
then I did it.
The first time I played this section, there was only a single zombie, and he had a wrench and a helmet on. And for some reason, he was the most pain in the ass I've ever experienced in the entire game. But as soon as like the normal zombies came in, they were just like really easy.
I'm just remembering you had a fire axe and a shotgun, and I'm really sad those are gone now.
They can climb ladders!
What I'm doing right here is this essentially has like an unstable like cat lift and will collapse at some random point. I'm trying to cause that to happen on him.
Just
I
keep
know what you're
applying
trying to
pressure.
do, but you're failing miserably at it, Lolly.
He's failing miserably at random chance.
So I ended up just locking
It's
him
not.
in there.
I don't think it's random chance. I think it was.
Oh.
It's got a certain threshold that keeps stacking on top of itself.
Oh, okay.
Though it's speculation at best. I'm just going by like how I would build something like that in the Source engine. Speaking of Source engine, working mirrors. Holy shit!
The first time I ever saw walking mirrors, it was in a Gary's mod game
Walking
called Gmod
mirrors.
Tower. Wait, did I say walking mirrors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen walking mirrors in a game yet, but I want working mirrors in a video game now as an enemy.
I do
type.
too.
Make it happen.
Technology!
They were in Max Payne 2 and Postal 2,
Yeah.
which is a bizarre game
But
to have
they-
working mirrors.
You know though, like, you know what I hate about mirrors in video games? Uh-oh, here comes
Only
the helmet
one,
count.
but with it working.
Oh, shit.
What was that you were saying?
Anyway, what I hate about working mirrors in some video games is that the way that they do it is that they try and make a render target that's like half resolution in the actual game. So like in from your perspective, everything looks normal, but in the mirror, everything looks super aliased and all that shit.
Lily, you're
I
a
get-
beautiful man, you know that, right?
Huh?
Sorry, I was just commenting on the helmet count.
Oh man, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I imagine just Jake crawling through this vent, barely holding on to his fucking helmets, and like, it's like, ah, shit, damn it.
Well, look who's here.
No comment on the 6
Down
helmets.
here, huh?
Yeah.
Whew, by the smell of you, I think I have an idea.
I don't know, I've never noticed like the mirror, like mirrors in games like really detracting the quality, but I might not played the right games.
Much more comfortable.
Well, yeah, I mean, not all games do them that way. Just some of them, and it bothers me because, like,
Down here. That's why
it's probably very easy to make a mirror in a video game, using a few engine tricks. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure the Source engine does it by making a render target camera of some kind, and just pointing it outwards while displaying the screen textures of render target screen. But in most games, it's just, it looks terrible. Like, you're better off not having reflective mirrors if you're gonna just half-ass it and and make it so that the mirrors are super aliased. Like, for example, this happens in Max Payne 3. Look at a mirror in Max Payne 3 at 1920 by 1080 resolution, and everything will look terrible in the mirror.
I found out that inmates love music.
Just out of curiosity, but who's the person that has like the buzzsaw in the background?
I've been looking around.
Oh, that's my neighbor.
And every time I turn them on, everyone just comes running at them.
I imagine the hermit's just looking at Jake, trying to not laugh while he's talking to him.
Yeah.
They're so perfectly stacked, though.
Just might give you one of them little FM radios.
And they're
for you
only
to
worth
play with your
34
little friends
armor.
with. I don't really like this place much. It's too moist. Not good for my skin. It's gonna make me
It's just
look
that
older than I
there's
am.
like a hole in the air conditioning in my room,
You know,
so like you
I
can
used
hear
to
it
have a TV
outside.
down here, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
the big
where it
problem
went.
with prisons.
My mama used
Then,
to say
you know,
that
they're
when
too
you lose
humid.
something, it's 'cause it grew legs and
Right.
ran away.
I can put up with
and you
being, you
put
know,
back
locked in a
the
cell
place.
all day. I mean, I earn that, but
That was bullshit,
humidity
of
is
course.
that's just bad for you.
Oh, my.
The hermit's been through worse.
I don't like heat, but I'm fine with like the temperature being warm. But if it's warm and like humid, I hate it.
Warm and human.
Don't throw it at him. Don't. Well,
What do you... That's mean, Lolly.
I know. Oh, go give that to him as apology.
Also, that card
Holy
is the
shit,
only
I
card.
wish he would... I wish he would do
That-
buzz sawing later.
Yeah, that's the only card that you can't get if you like don't have the wrench. Well, at least one of them, I believe.
Oh.
So, Lolly, are all these helmets counting up to something?
I decided that I'm going to be counting every helmet after this point. Although I'm
So-
going to work on a less annoying counter.
No, it's fine. Well,
Well,
so at the end of all this, we're just gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to update that Gmod picture with the total helmet count.
Also, you know how I mentioned the one storage room at the beginning that had that lock on the door? I realized that this also had it, so I wanted to try it out.
Are there any monsters in here with which to
Well,
lock up?
I trapped up one of the two. Like, I still have to go and get that one, or at least find him.
Real-time tactical, event-breaking action.
Also, I never really liked the lighting in the fridges. It just looks kind of weird, but it's acceptable
Yeah.
enough.
You know, I think that the lighting from the refrigerators are baked into the map.
Yeah, they are.
But they're just activated when you open the fridge, which is odd. I mean, like, I get why you would do that for optimization purposes, but the Source engine is capable of dynamic lights, so
It's capable,
you know.
but no one really uses it. Oh, and that guy snuck up on me and it scared me.
I completely forgot about him. I was just hoping he'd live and let live. By this point, anyway. Aha.
But yeah, it also turns out this guy has telekinetic powers. He knows what you're going to do.
I'm
He also
sorry.
don't know how to
Did he-
crawl.
You say
Oh.
telekinetic powers?
I was hoping he'd pick some stuff up and fling it at you, but I'll take it.
No, like mind reading powers.
I think that's closer to telepathy, not
Yeah.
telekinetic.
This zombie is a scion.
I spent about 10 minutes trying to do this.
What were you trying to do?
You'll
He was
see.
trying to test the locks.
The
You know,
locks?
there's a certain point at which the lock just isn't really worth it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's the thing about this LP. It's scientific. We're learning things. Lock
Huh.
stuff.
Interesting.
I like that little satisfied nod you just gave
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I proved it. I wasted all my helmets and my health. But damn if I didn't prove it. So this zombie can climb
Wait a
the ladder,
second,
but he
can't the
duck.
zombies, like, crawl out of vents?
No, they're not
And
smart
there's a
enough.
congratulatory element.
I could have sworn that I saw it, like, earlier in the game.
No.
I guess it's during that one scripted event where, like, you have to put the cabinet over that.
I was really, really
They don't even, like,
hoping-
crawl. They just kind of slap at the wall and it kills him.
I was really hoping after all that the card you got immediately after trapping that zombie was a Joker.
Huh.
Had to be a Jack, though.
Hmm. Tense music intensifies.